Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a different kind of spread where I'm not going to be using a full kit, but I did get these full boxes that are from StickyEssentials, and I'll be using this to plan out this week. Since it was the last week of June, I really wanted to celebrate Pride Month, and to do that I decided to do a rainbow spread, which I always love doing, but I never get the opportunity to, just because I never see a kit that I really see that does the color blocking effect that I like. Most of them incorporate the rainbow into every full box, and I really wanted to showcase a different color in every day. I really like how that looks. So I use these colorful boxes that are from StickyEssentials, like I said, and they don't have the same colors going down the line, but you'll see a little bit closer shot when I do the full boxes of how the colors kind of transition from one to the other, and I still think it kind of worked out okay. I started out with the bottom washi since it didn't come with one. I started to look through my stash and I found these two. One is from Pack a Post Mail, and then the other one is from Simply Gilded. I would be using a lot of silver in this foil just because I love how silver looks. That's my preferred foil, so I'll just be using a lot of silver foil throughout the spread within the different colors that I'll be using throughout the day. I chose this silver bow washi from Simply Gilded, and then this rainbow one that's from Pack a Post Mail. I really liked how it turned out. Since the whole spread is going to be rainbow, I decided to do the rainbow Pack a Post Mail washi on the bottom, and then the thinner silver washi at the top. You guys see my nails? I've been trying really hard to do my nails around the same time that I do my filming, just so that they won't look as cracked. But because I do workouts and I do washing dishes every day, they do get cracked around the edges, especially my right hand for some reason. My left hand is usually better and looks a lot better, but my right hand usually cracks off a lot more just because I use that hand a lot more since I am right-handed. I was able to find the spot for all of the full boxes that I was going to be using that applied to me. There wasn't a full box that I wanted at the top, so I was looking through all my full boxes that I have extra, and I found this one that has a rainbow kind of color pencils, I believe they are, background, and I decided I would just use this one with a quote over the top of it. For the sidebar, I also decided to just do the rainbow effect kind of cascading downwards. I'm starting off with purple on this side and then going from purple, pink, red, orange, yellow, green, and then blue. So I did the same thing with my sidebar, and I was able to find accommodating stickers to fit all of them. I used a purple glitter header, and then my habit trackers were the pink and the red. Following that, I found a orange glitter header, and then I was able to find a kind of orange cascading into yellow kind of effect of a weekly box, so I used that to track all of my meals for this week. Following that, I was able to find a glitter header that was green, and then finally for blue, I was able to just have space for a half box, so I just wrote down Happy Pride onto the half box just to indicate what I would be representing this week, as well as I found this random rainbow sticker, which I'm not sure where I got from because it was in my extra stickers book, so I just used that to inside of the full box, and you'll be seeing that later on. I had a little bit of an awkward space on the bottom, so I looked through my extra washi strips and I found this light blue that was a lighter shade than the one before it, and I just placed it on the bottom there just to fill out the rest of the space. Excuse my mess, but that's usually how my desk looks when I'm planning. It's usually a lot of stuff everywhere. I chose 7 of my different colors that I would be using for this week, and I'm just putting it all down. This week I'm placing the top and bottom headers first. I'm doing that for each of the different colors, and although it messes up how many stickers I have left, I can always put it into my extra sticker book in case there are instances when I need backups for anything. I don't mind breaking up the stickers, and I don't mind getting more of them as well. For most of my colors, I chose a lighter, muted, more pastel-y color for the color of the rainbow. You'll see here that the purple is kind of a lighter purple than the royal purple that was kind of used on the side. The pink was a lighter shade. The red was more true, but it was more of a light. It wasn't exactly cherry red, but it was a little bit lighter. The orange and the yellow and the green and the blue were also lighter as well. I decided not to add anything on top of the headers just because I wanted to really highlight the full boxes that was going to be in the spreads. Here you can see I kind of cut up the full boxes because the way that Delilah does her different stickers, some of them go from a purple shade to a pink shade to a red shade, and then another one goes from a kind of the pink to the red to the orange to the yellow. I kind of divided it so that it was similar, and then I wouldn't be using the same ones on each side. Monday I used a tall box, so a day extender I mean, so I decided to use one of the purples on that side, and I tried to keep one of the purple pink to red on one side and then another one on the other side just to balance it off. Some of the full boxes also do not apply to me. I am a heterosexual female, so some of them say too cute to be straight, and I'm forgetting what the other ones say, but they don't always apply to me. And I was able to find someone that's following me on Instagram to give them the freebies if they were wanting to use those. And I was able to ship it off to her, luckily, so I wouldn't be putting the stickers to waste. But overall, after I was finished with everything, I ended up still having 5 that I was able to use, and I still really liked how it turned out. I have been cutting the writing out of the videos just to shorten them a little bit, but I decided to include it in this one just because I loved how this spread turned out. It might be my favorite one out of all my planners I've ever done. So I really wanted to just keep it in just so you guys can watch it as it's transforming into a full spread. So I hope you guys enjoy that. If you guys want to watch it, just make sure you stay until the end of the video. I'm going to finish off with the full boxes as well as the middle row of glitter headers, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Here's the spread all laid out with the full boxes. I really loved how it turned out, and I'm going to be moving on to my date covers. Like I said, I'm going to be using more of the silver in this kit, and I didn't want to break up any of date covers because I'm really running low on them. So instead of breaking up date covers to organize it with the same color, I just decided to off balance it with the silver every day. These are from Rose Colored Days, and I'm just going to be using them at the top as well as some date dots that I believe are also from Rose Colored Days. Since this wasn't full kit, I looked for a weekend banner for my stash, and I found this one from Rose Colored Days, and I was able to fit it on the bottom right here, and I really liked how that turned out. Moving on to my daily plans, I was able to sleep in this day. I'm going to be marking all of my sleep-ins with this little bed that's from Erica G Designs. She does sell printables, so I'll link it down below if you guys want to check it out. These sleep-in stickers are from Station Stickers, who is no longer open, sadly. Next, I did have some coffee that day, so I just used these from Little Paper Prints. And all of the sticker icons that I'm going to be using are either going to be a shade of purple or a silver foil. I have a lot of extras for functional stickers as well as regular stickers, so I was able to find this purple label sticker. And since some of my kids didn't show up for the last day of school and I wasn't able to see them, me and my co-teacher decided to do one last little parade to their houses just to drop off some materials that they still had. A lot of our kids are going off to different places and will most likely not be returning to our school, and if they are, we might not be able to see them as much. So we decided to just drop it off at their house just so that they would have it and we wouldn't forget about it. In the tall box, it was starting to do a little rain pour that day, so I used these extra stickers, one's from Once More with Love. I can tell from the bow that the cloud has, but I do not remember where this rainy day sticker comes from. I want to say Paper and Milk, but I could be wrong. So we were just driving around dropping off the goodies, and it started raining really hard for like 5 minutes, and she didn't have an umbrella and I had an umbrella, but it was in the trunk of my car, so it was just a really big mess. Under that, I put a 1 time in a million kind of scared munchkin. When we were rounding the corner to one of our kids' houses, there was a really scary scenario that we saw. A mom was helping her child that was seemingly choking on something, and both of us stopped to try to help her, but luckily the kid was able to start crying on his own and was coughing, and it was just really scary sight to see. Probably the second most scariest thing I've seen in my life. My first being another kid that I've seen choking on an egg, and that was another very scary thing where I actually saw her go blue. But I just really wanted to mark it just to remember that we were there. She was very thankful that we stopped the car, but I was very thankful that the child was okay and the mom was okay. If I miss any stickers that you really want to know where they're from, please let me know down below and I'll try to respond as soon as I can. I did get some Happy Mail that day. I got some packages. I believe there were some stickers as well as an Amazon package. I was able to fit in a workout. Since my sidebars have been a little bit shorter, I've only been able to fit in 2 habit trackers, and I really wanted to track my dog's medicine as well as my skincare. And since my workouts are kind of sporadic, I decided to kind of incorporate them into the spreads this week. At the end of the night, I was also cooking dinner that night. I decided to do a reverse sear steak, which I really liked. I really liked the method better than the normal way that we cook it, and it turned out really yummy. And at the end of the night, I marked that I was able to film a plan with me using a Samantha May Sticks YouTube sticker as well as the film script. And the script is from Saucy Stickers Co. Moving on to Tuesday, I was able to sleep in again. Like I said, I'm on summer vacation right now, so I've been sleeping in a lot of the days, and I've been sleeping pretty late these days. Sleeping in is kind of subjective. It doesn't necessarily mean that I wake up at 3 p.m. It might mean that I wake up at 10 a.m., just not normally what I consider early, which is from the hours of like 6 to 9. So I was able to sleep in this day, and then right afterwards, I knocked out my workout. After that, I did go on a Target trip. Because I really wanted to make these healthy Twix. This recipe that I found that I heard from a YouTuber, it didn't turn out that well, so I just wanted to mark that anyway, just to say that I tried it. I figured if it was a healthier version of a Twix, which is my favorite chocolate bar, that I would try it and see how it works. It involves dates, which is supposed to act as the caramel, and I think I'm not a huge fan of dates, which is why I didn't like it as much. So I don't recommend it unless you like dates. Or if you're really into healthy snacks, you might want to try that as well. I was able to mark it with this oven that's from White Deer Stationery, as well as this 1 10 in a million face that kind of have the hyphen marks, just to show that I had a failed experiment with the Twix. That day we also had our end of the year CTU meeting, so just to mark it, I used this banner page flag sticker that I had that has a line through it at the top with a bow, just to mark the last meeting that we had. And at the end of the night, I was able to edit the plan with me that I did previously, so I marked it the same way but with an edit sticker versus the filming sticker. On to Wednesday. Wednesday was an exciting day. It was my friend's birthday, so to mark that, I just marked it with a half box as well as a cupcake and balloon sticker that I was able to find in my extra stickers book. And I just marked his birthday there. I used a page flag as well as the bed sticker that's from Erica G Designs and the sleep in sticker that's from Station Stickers, just to mark in that I was able to sleep in as well. This day I was able to reunite with one of my good friends that I haven't talked to in a very, very long time. We had a little of a falling out, and quarantine made me realize that we should talk to each other again and just to see if we want to rekindle or not. And that day she was open to seeing me, which I was really grateful for, and we had a chance to hang out. I got ready, so I just used a pumpkin paper girl that's getting ready with the mirror. I don't do too much when I do get readies. I usually just do my makeup, my eyebrows, and that's basically about it, and skincare obviously. But I just wanted to mark in that I did get ready because I don't normally put on mascara and all of that on a normal basis. Chicago was in phase 3 at this point, so there was outdoor dining in places that were in our neighborhood. There was a place that I like to go to that's called Pancho Pistolas that had outdoor seating as well, so we were able to just have a little lunch session together. I got some steak carne asada there that was really, really good. It's one of my favorite places to go to get steak if you're ever in Chicago. It's not a big place, but I really, really like it. And we had a margarita as well, which was really yummy, and it was just nice to be able to talk to her after not being able to talk to each other for so long. So I just marked that with the two munchkin girls that are just holding each other, and then on the bottom of that with the half box, that's where I marked that I was able to get Pancho Pistolas with her. I marked it with this little margarita that's from Ink and the Brain, as well as this steak picture that's from Happy Daya. At the top of that, I was on my phone when I returned from Pancho Pistolas, but since there wasn't a space for the Pancho Pistolas on the top, I decided to just switch them around. I did a phone session at the top just to mark that I was playing games on my phone after we were done and we went home. I was able to fit in my workout as well, and I marked that with these shoes. I didn't use the same shoes just because I didn't have a shade of red left. So I just used these different ones as well as the workout sticker. At the end of the day, I was able to take a little nap with my fiance. So I just found this extra bed sticker that's from Crafty Bananas, and then a script that says catch some Z's. Moving on to Tuesday, I was actually able to get a massage this morning. I've had a Groupon for a very long time. I actually had it scheduled it was supposed to be for my spring break for the previous semester when we were in school. But with the whole quarantine thing, it wasn't happening. Obviously, everything was shutting down. They were sending out emails that they were finally opening back up. And I'm very, very forgetful. So if I don't go right away, I usually forget about my Groupons, and I usually end up needing credit for them, which really sucks, and it's a very annoying process. So I decided to just get it over with and just get it done. Since it was a massage, it wasn't a lot of contact. They took safety precautions and all of that, and I think it was just me that was in there as the only client as well. So I just went to the massage in the morning. I was able to go to a meeting with my principal and vice principal. I just wanted to meet with them just to voice some concerns that I have for the upcoming year. Just to mark that, I used a little page flag again that's similar to the one that I had for the CTU meeting, except this one's in white. I was able to put in my workout right afterwards, so I marked it with the shoe again as well as the workout script. And you'll have a hard time seeing, but I'll shift things up in a little bit. But the friend that I met with the other day previously, I was able to meet with her again. We decided to go for a little tanning session on her rooftop. So we had a little more time to talk to each other. I just used this huge kind of towel that's from this set. I'm forgetting where this is from, but I'll try to see if I can tag it in the description bar below. But I used this huge towel since I didn't have a lot of things to mark out, and since I had a day extender that day, I decided to just use the big one since I don't have a lot of opportunity to use the orange one most likely. For the day extender, I was able to get some boba that day, and my favorite place is Hello Jasmine. I used this boba sticker to mark that. After that, I was able to film as well as edit. I usually edit right after I film just because it doesn't take me too long. For most of the editing, I usually just change the speed of how my video is going, as well as just changing the brightness and all of that within my app. I marked it the same way that I did before with the Samantha May Stickers YouTube icon, as well as the Saucy Stickers Co. scripts that says film and edit. At the end of the night, I was just able to do some watching from YouTube, and Maddie from Planner Babe Jams, if you haven't checked her out, please check her out in her Instagram and her YouTube. I'll link it down below. She brought attention to the fact that a lot of people say binge for a lot of things that are in this planning community. Like I have a lot of stickers myself that says YouTube binge, and she brought notice from somebody else that brought notice to us that said that that might be a triggering word to some people, and I really respect that. So I'm going to try to say it less with my voice. For my stickers, I still have a lot of them left, so I really want to use them just because I don't want to waste my own money. I don't have the resources to just throw out my stickers like that. So I'm going to be using the stickers that say it, but I'll try to be more mindful and not be saying it as much in my videos. Moving on to Friday, this was a very, very exciting day. I started with the inside of my day extender. I actually wish I would have put this on the outside, but I think I didn't do that because the colors weren't really matching with the rest of the spread. I used this BTS light stick as well as the Blackpink bong just to show that they were both having a comeback this day. BTS, it wasn't really a comeback, but they had a song that came out that I really, really love. I used this Once More With Love, kind of Korean heart signal, just to mark that. I really love Blackpink and I love BTS. Korean pop music I've got really into since last year because of Blackpink. So since they had a comeback, I was really excited to mark that. So I needed to mark that at the beginning of the day with a half box. Please, if you've never listened to K-pop, I would say to definitely give it a chance. If you like EDM, I think that's one of the main reasons why I really love it. I love dancing as well, and choreography is a huge thing in K-pop, as well as these beats, I guess you would say. BTS came out with a song that's called Stay Gold. It's not exactly a choreography song or anything like that, but I also really love their voices in that song. Blackpink's song is called How You Like That, and I really loved their comeback. It's a really catchy song, and I really just enjoyed it if you want to check it out. I just marked at the right after that I was able to sleep in that day, so I marked it with a sleep in sticker from Station Stickers, as well as the bed that's from Erica G Designs that I was using throughout this week. Me and my fiance have been loving breakfast burritos, so I used this burrito that's from 110 in a Million just to mark that we were able to have some breakfast burritos that day. We've been watching Watchmen this whole week, so this day we finally was able to finish it. I used a movie marquee just to mark that we were able to finish it, and I'm just trying to find the right size. That one was too big. I ended up using one that's from, I'm forgetting the name of it right now, but I will let you know once I can find it. I think it's Moonlight Paper Co. But I marked it with this Moonlight Paper Co. Movie marquee, as well as this girl. She's from Glam Planner, and she's supposed to be Batman, I believe, but she kind of looks like the girl from Watchmen, if you've watched it before. So I just decided to use her kind of as a symbol for what the lady, because she was wearing a mask as well in the movie, just to signify that. Moving on, I was able to fit in a workout that day. That day, my fiance really was craving pho, so we decided to get some takeout from our pho place that's closest to us. So I just marked it with this little pho sticker that's from Hazel Sticker. She has a lot of beautiful stickers that represent really closely what the food actually looks like, and I really, really love the attention to details. So definitely check her out if you want some food stickers. That night, I was also able to do some voiceovers, so I just used a little thing as well as this kind of microphone sticker that is from Saucy Stickers Co. At the end of the night, I was able to watch Just Mercy with my fiance. I think they were offering it for free in a couple different places. With everything that was going on, there's been a lot of places that have been showcasing a lot of Black movement movies, and this was one of them. And I've never heard of the story before. I knew that Michael B. Jordan and Jamie Foxx was in it, but I didn't know what the story was about, and I also didn't know that it was based on a true story. If you have not watched it, I would completely recommend it. If they still offer it in a place where you can find it from, I would definitely put that on the top of your list to watch. I cried in anger, I cried in happiness, I cried in sadness. It was just a whirlwind of emotions, but the fact that it was a true story is heartbreaking and heartwarming at the same time. I love Michael B. Jordan, and I've only seen him in a couple places, but him and Jamie Foxx and Brie Larson, I believe, is just amazing in that movie, and the depiction is amazing, and it made me look into it a lot more, and the lawyer that was involved, and it's just amazing what impact a lot of people can do. I marked it with this little crying girl just because I was a crying mess during the movie. At the end of the night, I was able to organize my closet, so I just used this hanger sticker. Moving on to Saturday, I was able to sleep in. I marked it the same way that I was doing all week. I was also able to upload a video that day, so I just marked it the same way I've been doing as well. And I was able to go to Starbucks before I went to IKEA that day. To mark the Starbucks, I used this little coffee sticker cup that I had and just marked it. Marked going to IKEA with this little Coffee Monster sticker sticker. I have been super busy, like I said previously, just because I've been closing down on a house, and it's taken a lot of stress, time, and everything else you can think of out of me. So these voiceovers have been taking me a while to do, just because I haven't had the energy or time to do them. When I have time, I try to relax and just watch YouTube videos just to de-stress. So that day I went to IKEA with my cousin, and I was able to grab some things that I would need for the new place. At the end of the night, I was able to also watch some Disney shorts, and I finally watched the sing-along 2. My fiance told me about the sing-along 2, but I never had time to watch it. We also went to Mr. Kimchi, which is a KBBQ place that's by the suburbs around Chicago. You'll see in a little bit that I end up switching things over, just because the weekends banner on the bottom is a little bit weirdly shaped. It kind of takes up a lot of weird space on the bottom, so I ended up switching the movie marquee with the Mr. Kimchi. I ended up putting the movie marquee right underneath the IKEA sticker, and then I actually used a different sticker for the Mr. Kimchi, just because the small little grill there was kind of small for the space that it was in. At the end of the night, me and my fiance was able to also finish the Epstein documentary. There's only 4 episodes, so it's not too long if you do want to watch it. I don't think I would recommend it normally. It's not as interesting as other documentaries that I've watched, but that's my opinion. It's not that extensive, I would say, than what you would normally see from the articles that you've probably already seen. Here is where I start to see that there's a lot of green in that area, so I start switching things around. I move the movie marquee up, as well as I find a silver quarter box, I believe, just to fill up the space, and move the little grill this is from Here With Designs. I used this box to put the grill into instead of the green one that I used previously. Finally, moving on to Sunday, I was able to get ready that day. We were going to be going to a barbecue, so I wanted to get ready for it. Like I said, it's just eyebrows and mascara that usually, but I wanted to mark that. I used this little makeup bag and bow, and then I marked some Happy Mail that I received this day from this package. Afterwards, we were able to also go on a Costco run, which was much needed, and I marked that with a little shopping cart. We were able to go to our friend's house and just do a little barbecue, and afterwards, I usually like to go with my fiance to go for walks, especially now since the weather's been nicer. It's been really nice to just have the three of us walking together, especially at night. So I did that after the barbecue when we got home. At the end of the night, I was able to do my nails. I thought I would start doing them on Sundays just to have them okay for Mondays when I actually film. But like I said, they've been shipping really easily, so I might try to do them the same day that I do my recordings. I had these little skincare stickers as extras for my sticker book, and I used this Magic Prince Co. medication just to show that I was keeping track of those two things. I had this Crafts by Towie little fork and spoon that I could mark my meals with, and this was the rainbow sticker that I was talking about before. Next few minutes is just going to be me filling out my spread. I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys at the end of the video, and I just hope you enjoy seeing the whole spread being filled out. I really love this spread and how it turned out, and I hope you guys do too. Here I am doing what I always do and adding some more foil to my spread. Until I use the rest of these, you guys will be most likely seeing me do this at the end of every spread. I just find little spots where I can fit little silver foils, bows, or hearts. I believe I just have the hearts and the bows left. So I just find random places where I can place them that fits. Some empty areas that don't have that much sparkle, I kind of find and place them as well. I didn't record it here, but I had some full boxes that I end up using for this spread, and I don't know why I didn't include it. I must have found the extra foiled full boxes afterwards and decided to add them in. But I really like the added touch of the silver foil boxes on top of the full boxes that I already had from Sticky Essentials. If you want to see how they turned out, please follow me at Plan with Eva. You'll see more close-up pictures there and some final pictures there for what they actually finally look like. These videos, usually I put them up and then I look back at the spread and I decide that there might need some more items in it. So if you want to see how it really turns out, definitely go follow me on my planner Instagram. That's the end of my spread. I really loved how the spread turned out. I loved all the different colors and going pastel. I love the foil that stands out with the spread as well, and all the different colors that was able to be used. And this week was just a very nice week. As scary as it started, it ended up really amazing, and I was able to see a lot of different friends. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye!